The Duke of Cambridge is due to attend the British military tournament in London this weekend. 700 troops from across the three services are taking part. Claire Sadler reports from London.
Well, welcome to Earl's Court. The British military tournament is taking place here this weekend for the third year in a row. Preparations have been going on here for the past week to make sure that everything is in order. Behind me in the arena you can see the horses from the Household Cavalry, the King's Troop Royal Horse Artillery and the Light Cavalry. They're all taking part in this 2-hour show this weekend that tells the story of Her Majesty the Queen. The arena production will feature stunts, ceremonial set pieces and reenactments and music. 1,400 people are taking part in this piece of military theatre. Well, it raises much needed funds for three forces charities: ABF, the Soldiers Charity, the Royal Navy and Royal Marines Charity and the Royal Air Force Benevolent Fund. Well, I went to meet one couple who've had help from ABF, the Soldiers Charity, to hear their story and find out how the money they received helped them. Staff Sergeant Mickey Ewell has always been a keen weightlifter. He's represented the Army and Combined Services and won national competitions in powerlifting and bench press. But on the 1st of July 2010, just 7 weeks into his tour in Afghanistan, he stepped on an IED and lost both his legs.
It changes everything, especially initially where you do get a bit scared on how you're going to be able to continue. Not life, because you've got to get on with life, but just how it's going to affect your life. And I think at the start you do have a lot of sort of bad thoughts on how you're going to cope with it. But soon enough, the support around you through your family and friends kicks in, and then you realise that it's going to be different, but you can still crack on with it, and you just got to make the life that you've got.
It's that positive attitude that has seen Mickey make huge progress since he was injured.
At the time, I thought I lost my right hand because it got severely damaged. So when I woke up and I seen my right hand was still there, I knew that I'd be able to carry on with the bench press side of it, which I was pretty happy with.
And he hasn't simply continued. Mickey has made the GB powerlifting team. He's got his sights set on the 2015 Commonwealth Games and after that Rio 2016. When he's not at Headley Court, Mickey trains at home in Lincoln in his garage with £2,000 worth of equipment supplied by ABF, the Soldiers Charity.
Well, these weights are the top of the range equipment. They're the same weights that were used at the Olympics and the Paralympics. I think we've got 25 and a 20 plate on here, which it's about 110k. This would be a weight that I would normally warm up on and just build up to what, depending on what I was lifting that day.
The Soldiers Charity has also given support to Mickey's wife Jodie, who gave up her job to look after her husband during his recovery. She's now setting up an online business. The Soldiers Charity paid for her to complete a ceramics course to add to her creative skill set. In the past 2 years, the British military tournament has raised £400,000 for the charities it supports. This year it's expected to be equally successful. The money raised will go some way to ensuring others like the Ewells continue to get the help and support they need. Well, we are now backstage. This is where the 140-odd horses are stabled, ready for the big show. If you turn around here, you can see all the nice shiny tack that's ready to go to. A moment ago, there was a lot of brass instruments over there, but they've all been taken off, ready for rehearsals. Well, I'm joined now by Christopher Joel, who's the tournament director. Christopher, tell me a little bit about why is this show so special and why is it so popular?
Well, you know, we're not a very militaristic nation, but I think the British have a soft spot in their hearts, particularly at a time when troops are deployed on active service, for our servicemen and women. And so when the Army, the Navy and the Air Force come together and put on a show in aid of charity, their own service charities, I think the people like to come and support it.
They do, and it is a big show, isn't it? One of the charities that's getting the benefit from it is ABF, the Soldiers Charity. You're set to receive some of the funds. How important is it for a charity like yours to have the support?
Well, this is the third year of this wonderful show, and we do indeed hope to make some money out of it. And that's very important because we distribute millions of pounds every year to serving soldiers, their families and veterans, so any income we make helps. But I think also it's very important. It puts the three service charities on the map, gives a sense for the public what we do and why we're important in terms of supporting our armed forces.
Well, the show kicks off on Saturday. You can hear those rehearsals are still going on in the background.